Okay everyone, I'm going to show you how to make your own custom reticle, whatever you want to call it. So basically I'm going to use Photoshop here, and what you want to do is I'm going to do a new one, and I'm going to do width 600, height 600. Actually you could go smaller, but I'm just going to have a canvas I can play with, and you want to make sure it's even so that when it's centered, that it's centered properly. And then resolution, you can change this as much as you want. I believe 600 is a good 600 is a good trade-off there. If it's too low, then when you zoom in, you try and do a circle, it looks more like a square because there's not enough pixels to actually play with. So let's just go with 600. So we're going to press OK, and so here's our canvas. I'm going to zoom in. Okay, and what I'm going to do is create a circle, an ellipse, and you can find that here with the ellipse tool. Okay, and you can see that it's not a perfect circle. So if you hold the shift button, it will actually make it a perfect circle. And you want to kind of make this as small as you know. You can make it as small as you want, but I'm going to go with about that right there. And you'll notice that it's a turquoise looking color. So, and that's the stroke, and you can change this if you want to red. You know, let's just use red for now. Okay, now we need to center this, so let's go ahead and zoom out, and let's go ahead and select it, and you'll see it's going to select the outside of the whole square. And then you're going to go layer, align layer selection, and you're going to go vertical centers, and that puts it right in the center this way. Now we need to go horizontal, so we'll go layer, align layer, horizontal, and you're right in the center now. Alright, let's go ahead and deselect this. So now we need to do our little line off to the side, or multiple little lines, however you want to do this. So let's go ahead and create a new layer, and let's go to the line tool, and let's leave it the turquoise color. So the line tool, you can click, hold, drag around. If you hold shift again, it will give you like standard angles, 45, 90, all the way around. So let's do the 45, and you can put it as long as you want. Let's just say that long right there. Let go, and there you go. Now I'm going to zoom in, and actually that's pretty darn close, but if not, you can use the selection tool, and you can actually drag it to wherever you want. So if you wanted to go right in the center or off to the side, and then here, if you wanted to like make this somewhat transparent, you could do that as well by using the eraser tool. Set your DPI. I put mine to the very 1 pixel, which means that select the correct layer. I can come in here, and I can actually start deleting sections like that, little by little, and then we can zoom out. There we go. That's at 100%. And so that we can actually see it, let me create another layer, drag it to the bottom. Let's go ahead and make this layer black selected. Let's go ahead and make it black. Now, if that's too bright for you, and this is where leaving this layer visible, you can unclick and click it to make it visible. And when we save it, we'll save it like this, transparent. But let's go ahead and so we can see it. You can select the ellipse or the line, and you can change the opacity to where it barely shows, or let's just leave it at 50. And you can do the same thing for the ellipse. So let's go ahead and change that to 50. And there you go. Let's go ahead and change this up to 75. Let's go ahead and unselect it. Now if you want to save it, go File, Save for Web, and make sure transparency is selected. PNG 24. You can also do 8 or a preset of 8, but any of these dithered or lower quality ones, it will not save the opacity setting. So we can go ahead and click save, and you save it as your crosshair, and there it is. Now all you have to do is pop it in Mumble for an overlay, and you can save this as also as a standard file to work with from that point on.